Okay, let's take a look at reading. We're in that same issue. I had to pick something like Show Whole magazine or something to find the poem. It's called Remember, and then I already have it opened up right here. And it's a poem, and it says, Remember the sky that you were born under. Know each of the stars' stories. Remember the moon, know who she is. Remember the sun's birth at dawn. That is the strongest point of time. Remember sundown and the giving away tonight. Remember your birth, how your mother struggled to give you form and breath. You are evidence of her life and her mother's and hers. Remember your father, he is your life also. Remember the earth whose skin you are, red earth, black earth, yellow earth, white earth, brown earth, we are earth. Remember the plants, trees, animal life who all have their tribe, their families, their histories too. Talk to them, listen to them. They are alive poems. Remember the wind, remember her voice. She knows the origin of the universe. Remember you are all people and all people are you. Remember you are the universe and this universe is you. Remember all is in motion, is growing, is you. Remember, language comes from this. Remember the dance language is, that life is. Remember. So then there's a Google form that wants you to reflect on a universal theme for There Were Giants. So this question, number one, is it says, a universal theme is an important idea about life that comes up in many stories. It's about something you can apply to everyone across different times and places. Family, love, power of nature. There Were Giants is about family. What big idea do you think the author wants you to consider? And there's many options here. And when we talk about theme and family, some things that popped in my head is just, caring for another is important. And then that's, carries on through generations. So if you see people in your life take care of others, then you will probably take care of others because you will have watched that happen. And then that families are connected where they're from. So a lot of times families stay in an area and you have like a connection to your family when you're in that area. Even if you don't live there, when you visit that area, you have a connection to your family. And then I like the whole concept of older generations passing their knowledge down to younger ones. So I may talk about that. Older generations pass down their knowledge and wisdom. That's kind of what I think of when I listen to this story. So you're welcome to put anything that you want here. That was just the one that I connected to the most when I read through what Storyworks thought when they wrote this question. But as long as you're making a connection that shows you saw a universal theme that centers around family, a sense of belonging somewhere because your family is from there. Is from there. All of those would be something you could build on and make an answer for that question one. And then after we read the poem, we talk about how it connects. And there was a connection of, it talks about remembering where you're from, which is kind of what the girl had to do here by talking to Grandpa. Grandpa remembered where he was from. And then the poem refers to stories and histories. And that's kind of similar to the legends that Gramps tells. He tells this story of nature and the history of Thumb Lake. All right, guys, so just put in an answer there showing how the poem is also a history / legend of a place. All right.